You know what's funny? People will tell you you're too much, too bold, too ambitious, too loud. But the second you shrink to fit their comfort zone, they'll say you're not enough. So here's the truth. They will devalue you unless you do this. Unless you OWN your worth like your life depends on it, because it does. People will try to define you before you even walk into a room. They'll box you in, assign labels, and measure your worth based on their limited understanding of who you are. But here's the truth, asterisk asterisk, if you don't know your value, someone else will set it for you, and it will always be less than you deserve. Asterisk asterisk, that's why self-awareness is your greatest asset. Knowing your worth isn't arrogance, it's clarity. It means you understand what you bring to the table, your ideas, your strength, your talent, your voice. It means you stop seeking external validation to feel valuable. Because if your confidence is built on other people's opinions, it will crumble the moment they stop clapping. The world will constantly try to test you, to discount your effort, to make you second. Guess your path. When you know your worth, those tests don't shake you. They sharpen you. You walk into spaces not hoping to be accepted, but knowing you belong. You stop shrinking to fit into small rooms and start building bigger tables. It's not about being loud or aggressive. It's about being certain. You carry yourself differently when you know who you are and what you deserve. You set boundaries. You say no without guilt. You walk away from places, people, and opportunities that don't align with your value. Knowing your worth is the foundation for every decision you'll ever make. Who you love, where you work, how you speak, and what you tolerate. It's not something anyone else can give you. You have to decide right now that asterisk asterisk you are enough. Asterisk asterisk you have always been enough, and once you do that, no one can take that power away from you, not ever. From the moment we're young, especially as women or those seen as different, we're taught to shrink, be polite, be quiet, don't be too much. But the truth is, the world was never changed by people who made themselves small. You are not here to dim your light for someone else's comfort. You are here to asterisk asterisk own your presence asterisk asterisk and take up space, loudly, proudly, and without apology. Taking up space means showing up exactly as you are. It means speaking your truth even when your voice shakes. It means sharing your ideas in a room full of doubt. It means refusing to minimize your dreams so others feel bigger. And most of all, it means giving yourself permission to be seen. When you apologize for who you are, you train the world to do the same. But when you stand tall in your authenticity, you shift the energy of every room you walk into. People may not always agree with you, but they will respect you. There will always be voices telling you to tone it down, ignore them. Those voices are often speaking from their own insecurities, not from any truth about your potential. The goal isn't to be liked by everyone. The goal is to be respected for being asterisk asterisk unapologetically you. Asterisk asterisk confidence is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about knowing that your thoughts, your body, your voice, and your identity are valid. You deserve to take up space in every room, every conversation, every opportunity life offers. Never apologize for being visible. Never feel guilty for being bold. The world needs more people who show up with fire in their eyes and purpose in their hearts. So stand up, speak up, and asterisk asterisk own your space. Asterisk asterisk, it was never too much. Shit was exactly right. Rejection stings. It can bruise your confidence, shake your beliefs, and make you question everything about yourself. But what if rejection isn't a dead end? What if it's a detour guiding you somewhere better? The truth is, rejection is not always about your lack of ability. Sometimes it's about misalignment. Sometimes it's life's way of saying, not this door. There's another one, and it leads exactly where you need to go. But in the moment, it's hard to see that. It feels personal, painful, and permanent. The key is to not let it stop you. Let it asterisk asterisk recalibrate you. Asterisk asterisk, every time someone says no, you're being challenged to grow, to look inward, to reassess your direction, your methods, your mindset. Rejection invites you to sharpen your skills, strengthen your resolve, and refine your purpose. It's an uncomfortable but powerful teacher. Some of the most successful people in the world faced constant rejection. Roles lost, dreams delayed, doors slammed shut, but instead of crumbling, they were routed. They didn't stop walking, they just changed direction, and often the path they ended up on was even greater than the one they first imagined. You're not being denied, you're being redirected to something that fits better, feels better, and serves your future more powerfully. But you only discover that if you keep going, if you don't let rejection define your worth or your limits, let every no push you closer to your yes. Let it shape you, not shrink you. You are not here to chase validation. You are here to chase alignment. Rejection is not the end of your story. Sometimes it's just the beginning of the right one. Keep walking. You haven't lost. You've just been rerouted. In a world obsessed with likes, followers, and viral moments, it's easy to lose yourself trying to please everyone. But popularity is fleeting. One moment they love you, the next they don't. If your self-worth is tied to approval, you'll constantly bend, shift, and mold yourself into something that's no longer you asterisk. That's why you have to root yourself in something deeper asterisk, your purpose asterisk. Purpose doesn't waver with trends. It's not swayed by public opinion. It's the steady flame that keeps burning even when no one is watching. When you know why you do what you do, you stop chasing applause and start focusing on impact. You stop asking, do they like me? And start asking, am I living my truth? There's a power that comes with being aligned to your purpose. You make bolder decisions. You say no to distractions. You become grounded because you're not performing for validation. You're creating from conviction. That kind of clarity is rare and it's magnetic. People will try to pull you in every direction. They'll tell you what's cool, what's in, what's safe. But your job isn't to be liked by everyone. Your job is to be real, to stay committed to what matters to you, even when it's not popular, even when it's hard. Popularity is a spotlight. It shines bright and fades fast. Purpose is your foundation. It holds you up when everything else shakes. When you're driven by purpose, you don't need the world to cheer for you. You are the fire, the fuel, and the forward motion. So when the world tries to distract you with noise, come back to your why. That's where your strength lives. That's where your legacy begins. There's power in knowing your limits, and even more in defending them. Your time, your energy, your peace of mind, they're not unlimited resources. They're treasures, and like any treasure, they need to be protected. Not with apology, not with hesitation, but with the kind of fierce confidence you'd use to protect a crown. Because that's exactly what your boundaries are. A symbol of your self-respect. People will test them. They'll push, gill, trip, manipulate, or disguise their expectations as love or loyalty. But when you let others constantly cross your boundaries, you slowly begin to lose yourself. You become tired, resentful, and disconnected from your own needs. That's not strength, it's self-abandonment. True strength is saying, this is where I draw the line. It's understanding that no is a complete sentence and that your worth is not defined by how much you can tolerate. You don't owe access to everyone just because they ask. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's necessary. It creates room for healthy relationships, clear communication, and inner peace. Protecting your boundaries means knowing who you are and what you stand for. It means recognizing that your space is sacred. Not everyone deserves to walk through your life like it's a free pass. You get to choose who and what you allow into your world. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. So don't lower your standards just to keep others comfortable. You don't need to be everything to everyone. You just need to be true to yourself, where your boundaries like a crown, visible, respected, and unapologetically yours. And remember, when you protect your peace, you protect your power. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your difference. That thing you were once made to feel self-conscious about, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you show up, isn't a flaw. It's your advantage. Your uniqueness isn't something to hide or edit. It's your superpower. From an early age, many of us are taught to blend in, to follow the script, to play it safe. But greatness doesn't come from fitting in. It comes from standing out. What makes you different is exactly what sets you apart in a world overwhelmed with sameness. The quirks, the passions, the contradictions, they're not mistakes. They're signals of your authenticity. When you embrace your uniqueness, you stop competing and start creating. You stop performing and start expressing, and that's when your true impact begins, because people don't connect to perfection, they connect to realness. They are inspired by the boldness it takes to be fully yourself in a world constantly telling you to change. Think about it, every person who has ever made history, led a movement, or created something meaningful did so because they leaned into what made them different, not because they played by everyone else's rules. Your uniqueness is your fingerprint on the world, completely original, entirely irreplaceable. The more you honor it, the more powerful you become. So don't dim it to fit in, don't trade it for approval. Own it, amplify it, let it lead the way. You were never meant to be a watered-down version of anyone else. You were meant to be a bold, vibrant, fully expressed version of you. That is your magic, that is your edge. And no one can take that from you, unless you give it away.